Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. Now, this is not me recording today, this is me recording last week, because today I will have been travelling to the World Sudoku and World Puzzle Championships in Krakow, Poland, and that's where I'll be when you see this, I presume, if you see it in the first 2 or 3 days after its release. Really looking forward to the competition, and especially to meeting up with many of the aficionados of Sudoku in the world who will be there. Many of the best competitors and the best constructors will be there, which will be absolutely fascinating. First face-to-face meeting for 3 years. I'm really looking forward to it. But I thought we'd try and schedule some puzzles that will be slightly relevant. So I'll explain that when we get onto the puzzle. Of course, we have got our Kickstarter campaign underway, so do check out the first link under the video, which will be to our Kickstarter for Cracking the Cryptic's Greatest Hits Book 2. This was Book 1. We want to bring out a Book 2, which will be the greatest hits since the Greatest Hits came out, basically, or since it was created. And there'll be a lot of brilliant puzzles in it that have been on videos in the channel. Who knows, if we hit stretch goals and stuff, there may be more content. As I'm recording this, I don't know what's happening, obviously, with the Kickstarter. So we'll see how that's going. Yeah, I mean, do have a look if you get the chance. Of course, you can also join us on Patreon. There's still time to enter the monthly competition. You can, which is the Duality by Skunkworks brilliant pack. What else can you do? You can check out all of our apps. If you go to the link under the video, that'll take you to the site where you can get all of our apps, including the latest one, the CTC app, where you can get the 500k puzzles, which we've been streaming. You can get the, and they're free actually, but you can also get the Domino Sudoku app, which is honestly brilliant and which may be updating around now. I'm not exactly sure about the timing. Anyway, there's loads of stuff. Oh, did I hear them starting the drilling next door? Why? Well, we'll see. Anyway, so why have I chosen this puzzle for the first day of the World Championships? Well, I looked through the booklet, and as in previous World Championships, there are an awful lot of puzzles with negative constraints. So the traditional version of Kropki, for instance, was always that all possible black and white dots are shown. And then there'd often be XV puzzles with all possible XVs shown and many other types. And indeed, yet again in 2022, there are going to be a lot of those sorts of puzzle. Now, interestingly, the constructors who've kind of sent us puzzles over the last few years have very often not wanted to use negative constraints. And it's something about the culture of setting puzzles that I think they wanted a lot more pure logic than kind of working out what was left every time, than eliminating candidates based on negative constraints. But if I'm honest, I've always enjoyed the negative constraints, and something like the Miracle Sudoku with its non-consecutive rule, that is an extreme negative constraint puzzle. And we got sent this by Klausku, and I thought it's quite an interesting idea for a puzzle for the first day of the championship, because there is clearly some importance in the negative constraints here. What are negative constraints? I shouldn't just launch into jargon. They are rules that say that all markings of a certain type are given, perhaps, and that therefore, if they're not given, you know something about certain cells and their relationships. So in this puzzle, normal Sudoku rules apply. That's 1 to 9 in every row, column, and box. Digits along a line must be a set of consecutive digits in any order. So far, they're just like ordinary Renban lines. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, in any order though. However, here comes the big negative constraint. No domino in the grid can consist of consecutive digits or digits with a ratio of 1 to 2. And a domino is any pair of connected cells like that, any 2 by 1 area of the grid. So there's never going to be a a pair of consecutive digits, so this is a non-consecutive puzzle. There's also never going to be a pair of digits that have a 1:2 ratio, so you couldn't put 3 and 6 into these two cells. And as Klausku says, in other words, normal Kropki rules apply and all dots are given, but no dots are given. I heard recently that at one British championship, somebody complained to the organisers when they turned over their script on a Kropki puzzle and said, no, it's wrong, there are no dots in the puzzle. And that was deliberate. There were meant to be no dots in the puzzle. Anyway, that is the rule. Those are the rules of this puzzle. Do give it a try on the link under the video. I suspect it'll prove very interesting because we don't often do this sort of thing. And I'm going to start now. So let's restart my clock. Let's get cracking. Okay, so, I mean, there's not a lot to go on immediately. 8s. We've got 2 8s, but I don't think 8 is a especially helpful number. Okay, this 5-cell Renban can't have the number 8 on. Therefore, it must have 3, 4, and 5 on it, because it's from a set of digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 5 consecutive from that set. Oh, I'll tell you what I could do is I could consider 9 in the box, which can't be on the Renban because 8 can't be on it, and it can't be next to the 8 because it would be consecutive. So it's in one of those two positions, which isn't probably very helpful. Okay, let's think about this. This cell is the most constrained cell. Right. This has to be one end or other of the sequence. Now, what am I talking about? Let's imagine this was a sequence of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in some order. Now, this cell couldn't be 2, 3, or 4. And why do I say that? And the answer is because it would have to touch all of these 3 cells. This cell can only touch one cell in the sequence. And therefore, if you picture the sequence like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 written out. Oh, I shouldn't have done it in the corners, but never mind. 2 is always touching 2 digits. So is 3. It's touching 2 digits, and so is 4. And this digit in this Renban cannot be touching. If it was 4, it mustn't touch 3 and 5. And you can't put them both up there. So this is an end digit. And maybe we can actually get the sequence. Let's just go to letters for a second. If this is A at the end of a sequence, this is B, the next one. That can't be C. Oh no, I suppose C could be in either position, and then D and E could come in any order. Maybe that's no use. Let's get rid of the letter tool. How do we use it? Or are the 4-cell lines more use? I don't know. What can the 4-cell lines be? Because, yeah, for both, well, actually, for all of these 4-cell lines, for these 3 of the 4-cell lines, they can't have an 8 on for reasons of that column, and this box. So they always have a 4. They're from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 must always be in a 4-cell sequence. 4 can't be next to 2, 3, or 5. If you were using 1, 2, 3, 4, just going to consider this in a spare cell. If you were using 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 couldn't be next to 3 because of a white dot, 2 because of a black dot. So 4 would have to be on the end of it, next to 1, which also couldn't be next to 2. That would be next to 3, and then 2 would be on the end, but 2 would be next to 3 and would need a white dot. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is an impossible sequence. What about 2, 3, 4, 5? 4 is the difficult digit, and 4 has to be on the lines. 4 can't touch anything in 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is interesting. Right. 4 can touch 6. So 4 would be on the end with 6 next. But 6 can't touch 3 or 5. Because it's black dot with one and white dot with the other. If this is right, the sequence must be 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now 5 is the difficult digit. 4 isn't the difficult digit anymore because it can touch 6 and 7. 5 and 6 have to be on the ends. 6 must be next to 4. That's it. This is the sequence every time on these 4-digit lines. Oh, that's mad. It's either 5746 or 6475. It's the only way to create these lines without white or black dots in that order. And I mean, this one here acts as a straight line because of the orthogonal touches. It's just the same. So the sequence is 6475 and it goes one way or the other. So the ends of the lines are always 6 and 5. The centers are always 4 and 7. That's crazy times. Okay, what's this now? This is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But now it can't be 4, 5, 6, or 7. That is 1, 2, or 3. We know it's the end of one of its sequences. We know it's the end of one of the possible 5-digit sequences in 1 to 7. So it must be the lower end. So that's the next digit up, 2, 3, or 4 there. Oh, and this one is the next digit up, but can't be 4, 5, 6, or 7. That's magnificent. So that's a 3. This is 1. That's 2. These are a 4, 5 pair. That looks at this cell. And suddenly this puzzle is literally coming apart in our hands. That 5, look at that. We can do the 6, 4, 5, 7 order. That 5 looks straight at this. We can do the 6, 4, 7, 5 order. Oh, and that doesn't look at this. I thought that was going to sort this one out as well, but it doesn't. This can't be a 2 because it's next to a 3, so we've done column 5. Just like that. Ah, I love these. Right, this can't be 7 or 9 because it's next to 8, so that's 6. These two are a 7, 9 pair. This one, I don't know. I mean, for the same reasons we had before, it can't be any of the sequences under 4, 5, 6, 7, but there might be ways of doing 5, 6, 7, 8 or 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm not going to pencil mark that one yet. 2 can't be next to 4, of course. Right. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these non-consecutive, especially puzzles, come down to just finding things that you should be looking at. 4 is actually a very difficult digit. 4 can never be next to 2, 3, 5, or 8. So in this box, that's perfect. It also can't be next to 6 or 9, so that must be a 1, 7 pair. 4, 1, 7, 6, 9. 5 is there. We've got 2, 3, and 8. Oh, hang on. Oh no, it's 3 that can't be next to 6. 2 can be. So 3 is there. 2 can't be next to 3. 1 can't be next to 2. And, you know, this puzzle could now go pretty quickly, but it's brilliant. It's a brilliant idea. Look, you can't have 1 or 3 next to 2. That's weird to get left with a pair. 4, 6, and 9. 5 can't be next to 4 and 6. 7 can't be next to 6. And that 6 fixes this, if nothing else has. 5, 7, 4, 6. All of these were 6, 4, 7, 5 reading southwards, which is funny. 9 can't be in any of those cells, so we stick that in there. 2 can't be in these, because the remaining digits we have left are 1, 2, and 3. And if you put 2 here, it would be next to 1 or 3, so we have to put 2 there. Then I've got another 1, 3 pair. Now across here, I've got 4, 7, 1, 3, 5, 9. So this is a 2, 6, 8 triple. This line has never looked promising because its shape means that it's not really subject to the rules. That's probably the final disambiguator to come. Now, this can't be 9 because it's next to 8. Oh, we've got roping going on here. 5, 2, 7, 5, 2, 7. 5, 2, 7 up there. So 1, 8, 3 is roped here. and 4, 6, 9 here. Now we've got the same sort of thing. 4 and 6 can never be next to 5. 6 can never be next to 7. 8 can't be next to 9. 3 can't be next to 1. 3 can't be next to 4 is what I was trying to say wrongly. That can't be 8. Oh, that can't be 1 by Sudoku. That can't be 1. Oh, it looks like I can't finish those off. That's strange. Might be missing something. Yes, black dot. 4 can't be next to 8. Oh, I've just been working on the white dot, the non-consecutive rule. 3, 8. That can't be 2. In fact, 2 has to be there. It's easier to focus on one of the rules. So I was literally getting hung up on the white dot one. 1, 4, 5 here. 1 has to act as the chaperone. 4 can't be next to 2. 3, 7, 9 here. 3 can't be next to 4. 2, 6, 8. 2 has to be next to 7. No, I was going to say 2 can't be next to 8, but that is not a black dot relationship. That can't be 3, so we place 3. 3 can't be next to 6. 6 can't be next to 7, and box 3 is done. I love these. They're so crazy. I haven't even looked at this line yet. We'll get there now. Can't be 6, can't be 8, can't be 2. Also can't be 3 because of the black dot. Now, 1, 4, and 7 here. This can't be 4 or 7, so it's 1. I think we're just going to fall into this. Oh, hang on. Oh, this has gone wrong now. I've done something wrong. Oh, it was all going so well. This isn't going to work now. Let's go back. Oh, look, I've put 3 next to 6. Uh-oh. Maybe I got too excitable up here. Let's start this box again. We've got 1, 4, and 5 here. 1 has to separate 4 and 5, and that can't be 4. That's got to be right. 3, 7, 9 here. I think I might have written down a different set. That can't be 3 because of the 4. This is 2, 6, 8. 7 can't be next to 6 or 8. This is 2, 6, 8. Maybe this is... I think I wrote down a different set of numbers there because... Oh no, I decided... No, maybe not. 2 can't be next to 3. 3 can't be next to 6. I still think that's right. This is exactly what I did before, actually. Now this surely can't be 2 or 6. So it's 8. Now we get a 6 on the line. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with that. Oh, well, this might give me more chance. Right, 1, 4, 7 here. This can't be 1 or 4. 7 is fine for this line. Yeah, this has to be 4 by Sudoku. And now the line does seem to be working. So I did something wrong before. Whoops. But anyway, this is 9. By Renban, this is 5. There's probably also a good Sudoku reason. I don't know. Anyway, we get a 2 here, 5 and 7, 8 and 6. I'm just seeing whether this line is entirely forced and didn't need to be marked, just for my own interest. This has to be 9 because it can't be 1 or 3 next to 4. 1, 3 and 4 to go. So that's not 4, that's 4. This is 5 and 3. Yeah, we can fill them in, and that line was unnecessary, but there it is. If you used it, fine. And look, we've got a 1-3 deadly pattern that would exist if it wasn't for this line, which is sorting it out. And that's a lovely finish as well. 3, 1, 3, 1. What a brilliant puzzle. And that's so entertaining. Thank you, Klausko. I mean, it's not very difficult, but it's very clever. And it's really interesting. I suspect there are I'm sure you need a computer to generate an anti-Kropki grid at all. but it's been very amusing then to find Renban lines within it and realise quite how powerful they'd be. Just had to do a bit of thinking at the start, and then the puzzle got quite easy, which is frankly how I like them. I hope there'll be quite a lot of those at the World Championships. We shall see how that goes. Maybe there'll be a chance to bring you some footage at some point filmed out there. I don't know. I mean, I probably don't have the technical ability to do it, but we'll see what we can do. And certainly when it's over, at least we'll bring you some news. There may be ways of tracking it. If there are, I'll put them on the description field. But thank you as always for following the channel, and hope to see you soon. Bye for now.